Hi. Yeah, I just got home, was waiting on a train, had all kinds of things. Had to stop, let the dog piss because she wouldn't go while we were in Chicago. I mean, who would? You never know what's going to jump out of the weeds. And I get home and my computer says, must restart. What? Okay. So restart. It says, should take 3 minutes. Nope. 15. That's fine. It is what it is. What's happening? Anything good? Nothing? Or are y'all still hanging over there? Hey, interesting setup over here on Buffs. I'm still kind of watching, listening on the phone. And damn, even old Mike Cotton showed up in there. That's awesome. He's not too far from me. He's to the west of me a little ways. What's up? How are you, sir? To the north of me. Beautiful weather, finally. Too bad I get home in the dark. Can't do shit. Well, I can, but the neighbors, I got a good rapport with the neighbors. Nobody's called the cops on me yet this year, so I don't need to start that crap. Yep. Yeah, they got everybody rolling. Who we all got in here? Dan, watch your mouth. Not really. Arrowhead, how you doing? Good to see you. Tony K. I don't know if Tony, you got to watch the video yet. I got a hell of a video in my members only. It'll come out tomorrow. And I got to make a couple of fixes on it. I was up till 2 in the morning. Editing, and I missed 3 things, and I got to go back and I'm going to fix them before I put it out tomorrow. What's going on right along? I had a plan for tonight too, but I knew I wasn't going to get home, so I just decided I'd, hold out. Oh, wow. I got bedhead and I wasn't even in the bed. That's what I look like whenever I'm not on camera working on cars. Right there. Yes, that's a thing there. I texted Buff and asked him to go on. Just keep going until they're done, because that's pretty good setup he's got over there. You don't need to shut that off. That's good for views too. I got ants and gnats and mayflies and nasty. NSB, how you doing? How many we got in here? 12, 14, 18, 25, something like that. 14, 15. Yeah. Let me get my sip of tea, because all I drink all day is Monster. So, I'm steady as a board. No wonder I got high blood pressure, y'all. But let me see here. Let me get this copy. Paste. The computer is actually working now. It's trying to work. There you go. And right there it is. Yep, Buff's done. Yeah, he didn't need to be shutting that off. That's pretty cool to have Dalton and Austin on there. 2 good guys, by the way. Spent a lot of time with both of them. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool, What's up?
Howdy.
There, guy.
Buff.
Thank you for doing that.
We're back together again.
I was actually home in time to have it running, and when I said I'm home, I got the computer open, and I pushed, and it said 3 minutes. You must reset this computer, and I was like, you got to be shitting me. It was like 15.
And I'll be honest, I had everything set up so we could roll right over to you. But when Mike Cotton shows up and tells you happy birthday, where does that, how does that, where does that come from?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, man. As soon as Mikey got on there, I was like, yeah, just keep going. If he's going to be there and you had Dalton and you had Austin on there, no, you just keep doing what you're doing. That's Yeah.
I mean, I wished I'd have had his info. I'd have just sent him a link, but I think he was just being cool and popping in and saying happy birthday. Like that's Mike Cotton told me happy birthday, man. I feel like I'm getting somewhere.
I'll tell you what, I got to meet him on Power Tour. He is one of the nicest people. Turns out he just lives down the road.
That's awesome.
And we know all the same people. So it's like, oh, hey, we started talking. Zeppy had a ball with him, got one of his wire care cards from him, and he's giving him a hard time. And I mean, it was just a good, here we go. I'm trying to do something here. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh, Jay's trying to computer. Watch out.
I'm on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's probably even worse.
It is, man. I'm like, here we go. There we go. Yeah, I got to do this. I'm working on it. Here we go.
Is that what he's doing, playing solitaire? Good.
Boom. Anyway, I had an interesting message from someone. It wasn't a message; it was a comment. And and I understand. I have. If you're going to have people on your personal thing and show records back.
Hey, nothing.
Are you okay?
No. You didn't see. You wired it backwards.
Yeah. I didn't catch what actually you are doing. What are you doing?
Fixing my windows. Piece of shit.
On the
Corvette.
Oh, that's why it's red. Like, that's the only thing he's got.
Look at the action.
It is a nice Corvette, I will say.
Look at that.
Yeah. Look at that.
Nice.
Wow. Fixed.
Nice.
Now I just got to put all of it back together. Poorly.
So, Irish, was this comment having to do with just putting out shorts?
No. It was partially about that, but it was a lot, and I understand, man. You ask people to pay a membership and you're trying to, I'm still new at this thing, and I only charge $1.
Give me your money.
Yeah. And it was a thing where, I don't want to see this Jeep stuff. Well, apparently some people did. And you got to understand, I just got home. I left at 5:00 this morning. That's my life all week until I get to the weekend. And, I was working on something big. I've been working on that, my video with the goat and his video. I had all that going on. I want to make sure we got that done. And I got a bunch of stuff on the Javelin, but
I think you responded very well to it.
You have cars that don't have a big response. Guess what? The frickin' Javelin's one of them. So, it's like you try to keep putting something out, you're beating a dead horse, I feel.
Ow.
Even though that's all I got to work on right now, because I literally have 2.5 weeks to finish this thing and drive it 2,000 miles.
Yeah.
Even though now it turns out the distributor I got in, it's junk.
Oh, is that what was causing your issues?
Well, there was a bunch of issues. There is a problem in the base of that Edelbrock carburetor that I had on it. Something happened over the winter. I don't know. So I put this. I got a AVS2 Edelbrock.
Seen that? Very shiny.
Put that on there at buddy of mine, the same guy that built Dalton's transmissions, told me this is what you should probably do with that, since what cam I had in it and everything. So I did it, and tell you what, it made a huge difference. But then I got to trying to time it again, and it just ain't there. And I can get it perfect, but then it's almost like it moves. You know what I mean? Like something inside there just ain't.
Your vacuum advance hooked up?
I tried it every way.
Did you take it off?
I didn't take it completely off. No.
Get the vacuum advance, take that out. That's what I do. Lock that plate out.
I might try that too. I never thought about that. But I tried
That stuff, I hate vacuum advance.
It seems it. I'll tell you what, that carburetor made a huge difference. That sucker will take off, and it's got the flaps on it, like the old Quadrajets.
Yeah.
So the thing, when you floor it, it sounds like an old school Quadrajet with the freaking lid turned upside down.
I do like the sound of a Quadrajet. Like, they may not be the best carb, but they sound good.
They're a pretty damn good carburetor when they work.
They are a good carburetor.
They are a good carb. Oh, yeah. But, I mean, it depends what you're doing, right?
Yeah. I've got the original carb to that ambulance, too, yet. And I thought about putting it back on there at some point because, honestly, I'm kind of with Dalton on this, that the Holly intake that I put on that is completely wrong. But I have the original 4-barrel intake. And I thought about just sticking it back on. It's heavy as all hell. It takes 5 people to lift it. But
well, what do you have for an intake on that again? Is it like a single
Holly Street Dominator?
Okay.
It actually don't run bad because it's got that custom cam in it, but still. But it runs great. I'm not going to touch it right now. But how I found out I had a bad carburetor was I took the one off the ambulance, put it on the Javelin, same exact carburetor. I didn't touch nothing. It's never been jetted. It's never been anything. Stuck it right on. The car ran 80% better.
Yeah.
I knew something was wrong, and I had already even rebuilt that carburetor once, and it still just wasn't. There's something in the base plate. I'm thinking that over the winter, maybe that could have got moisture in it, and then we had that hard freeze, and it could have cracked something in that. I don't know. I thought about asking Edelbrock if I could send it to them and they could check it out. But trying to get a hold of them is like, trying to give a cat a shower.
You know what works really good for that? Mesh laundry bag. Put the cat in a mesh laundry bag. Cinch it up.
And
I'm not saying I've done it. I'm not saying I've done it. I'm just saying it would work.
You know what also works? And I found out, I don't have them anymore, but we had the closable shower doors. I just turn the water on and shut the doors.
Oh, that works.
And they just run around and they clean themselves up.
Sounds a lot like my van.
I had a couple cats that loved the water. They'd jump in the tub when we were kids. I go in to have a bath and boom, the cats go in there, swim around. I knew, and my uncle had one cat. He would go duck hunting. He'd literally go into the dugout, dive under the water, and you'd see a claw come up and grab the duck and pull it down.
Mine just bitch at me when I try to give him a bath. I only got one right now. My old cat finally passed away last year, but I got a Siamese that's just as old, and she likes to hang out in the basement. She won't come out of the basement. It's not a furnished basement, but she just likes to hang. We just leave her alone. She's always been that way. And I'll bring her upstairs, and once in a while, and she gets all whining and everything, and then you'll feel her and be like, okay. And I'll go in and I'll try to give her a bath, and she'll just sit there and sound like you're stabbing her. Won't scratch her or nothing, go crazy, but yeah, I've got 2 cats, 4 dogs, 2 kids, an Amber.
Yeah, it's a house full. I'm not going to tell you how many cats I have. Then I'll be the crazy cat guy. We got way too many.
Yeah, we call them cats. That's the feline name for them, right?
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I'm still nursing a cold, so I'm a little slow tonight.
Yeah, we're getting, actually it's finally nice out here.
Oh, it's been beautiful here. A little bit of rain here or there, but it's been nice. I actually
got storms building up.
Yeah, it's supposed to do that again all weekend, ain't it? I hope it don't Sunday. We're going to monster trucks, man.
Ooh.
Oh,
Mother's
sweet.
Day monster trucks.
I like monster trucks.
Yeah, Amber got Zeppy tickets for his birthday, so it's
Oh,
up to
nice.
Spain. Yep. Yeah.
Wait, which version? The
Which-
door
yeah, that's-
one?
Yeah,
Buff's version or Irish's version?
Yeah. Either way, what is that? ASPCA QL79er? I don't know. They're gonna call you up. Like I saw on the YouTubes.
Peter's coming for me. You did what to a cat?
Yeah.
Well, up here we got our new law passed for the Canadian government to censor internet. So
Oh.
No. Free. Keep it free.
Censor internet?
yep.
Oh. Starting to head right down that
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that certain path. That
It's
we
going to
all
be
thought-
like Australia soon enough. The People's Republic of Australia.
Oh, it's already pretty close. So we'll see
What
what
is it?
happens.
People's Democratic Republic something. I don't remember.
They promise that the content creators will not be affected provided they provide the content that they want them to provide.
yeah, I'm sure they'll allow Zip Ties to just keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah. I was watching Peg today. He was kind of complaining about that a little bit, and I don't blame him, because I'm complaining about it a little bit too, honestly. Like I don't think that should be a thing at all. It just allows them to censor everything that we have access to now, and it's bad enough with what they do with media.
Yep. Well, I was listening to Copperhead Customs. He's out of Australia, and to hear that if you get caught during a burnout, they can actually crush your car
Yeah,
In Australia?
in Australia.
there's
If you're on the roadway, and you don't even have to get caught by law enforcement. If your neighbor videos you and turns you in, they can come take your car and crush it. I was like, no. I'm
Well,
not
that
going
would
to
just prove that everything there will kill you, because my ass would be strapped to the seat. Come on, throw me in there. I dare you.
well, Wolfpack. If you watch Sip Tie's latest video, he's getting as many in as he can.
What are you guys talking about? Censorship?
Yes.
Well, yeah, Canada
Basically.
Canada just passed a new bill, C11, that censors the internet.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying they'll be after Zip Ties, and God, Dee Dee's cut. Dan and Danny will be in it, and you wait, they'll go after them.
No, they ain't gonna be after that.
It's going to take a while before they do, but it's time to get like the VPN service blockers and all that stuff. And
Well, is it more for the political idiots, or?
I think so. I think it'll probably, they'll be the first ones, but then the thing is, the bill is so vague, and we have what's called the CRTC, the Canadian Broadcasting Censorship thing, but they're the ones that are going to be enforcing this and coming up with the actual rules. So it's going to take a while for them to write what's going to happen. But yeah, it's something that we're all excited about. They pushed it through. It's not good.
It's really, really hard to get away with that when everybody has guns. Just saying. But
yeah,
completely unrelated. But
completely
Relevant.
unrelated.
well, there might be a consideration of someone moving to the States if it keeps going this way.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We even had someone on live TV tell a woman that she is a terrible or a something woman, and the crowd cheered. What the hell was it? What did he call her? I can't remember. Anyway, getting that way where like people are getting sick and tired of it down here.
Oh, I
It-
love what's happening with some of Hollywood's stars and stuff right now, where some of them are just tired of the certain things going on and they're just starting to speak out. Also, someone's stock has plummeted and they've lost
yeah,
about 4 million subscribers to their service.
yeah. It's without getting all into it, it's coming to a head down here.
Yeah,
The whole
and that's promising to me. I'm glad because that
whole
gives me some place to
division
go
thing.
with all the stuff that's happening up here.
When you have all of the demographics that they try to keep separated, turning and look at each other and going, "What?" And then
Right.
looking at the people going, "Excuse me," it's all going to come to a head at some point, and it's starting to. You can see it.
Well, I sure hope it does, honestly. Like, I mean, I'm not wanting a violent head. I just want, okay, enough is enough. We're done with this. Time to go back the other way. And hopefully it'll swing its way up here and do the same thing and get rid of some of the BS we have going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I pretty much try to stay away from it. Every now and then on Facebook, I'll throw something. I only use Facebook to piss people off usually.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I don't do much on Facebook.
That's all I do. I look at Marketplace, man. That's it.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I look at, and that's bad enough. Because too many people have been watching, the high dollar money laundering auctions. So
well, I like it when Dalton does his crackhead review.
I do. I'm literally on Marketplace every day while I'm sitting in docks, just kind of going through stuff. And I've sent him a couple, but then there'll be some of them like, this one might piss him off. There's a
You know what?
There's a guy that's got Dodge Cordovas, right? He's got three
Yep.
or the Chrysler Cordovas. One of them has T-tops. So for some reason, the other two parts car and this junk rusted out Cordova is worth $16,000. And I thought about messaging the guy, and I was like, well, then I'm just that guy. You mean 1,600, right?
Yeah, you got one extra zero on that thing.
It's better to just call them out in front of as many thousands of people as you can find, I find.
Sometimes I
definitely.
pass the time doing that, just reading the comments on some of those ads where people have called them out.
People bitch. There'll be people, oh, you don't like the price, move on. No, don't move on. But let them know how stupid they are so they quit doing it.
Well, I don't think there's any hope for some people, though, Dalton.
Well, it could be, but, we used to just tar and feather them and stuff. Now you can't even do that.
Yeah.
Everybody with their standards.
You can't hurt the precious feels.
Well, it's more, you got to get the right kind of tar, and you got to have no negative environmental impact from the tar. And then the feathers, are you using an environmentally and sustainable
EPA.
chicken?
No animal testing on the feathers.
Right, no animal testing. It has to be like synthetic down feathers. You can't use a real chicken, and that's really what it is. We just can't get tar and feathers anymore.
No chickens were harmed in the tarring of this person.
I think a chicken would do a better job anyway.
Yeah.
Fixed.
Awesome.
Yay!
One of them. I still got to fix the regulator on the driver's side, but that's a job for another day.
Dalton, what year's your Corvette again? Is it 74?
5.
75, yeah. So it doesn't have the split in the back bumper then.
No. 73 is the last year for that. I would love a chrome bumper car, but man, talk about pricey.
Yeah. Well, 73, I think, had a chrome rear. Was it the chrome front bumper and the
chrome rear and a poly front? Yeah.
Yeah, and then the 74, they went to the split poly back and the poly front.
Yeah. The 74, they went to this like pointed thing on the back. Same tail as 75. It's ugly as hell. But then mine has an 80 rear bumper on it. They kind of went back to a more flat with a little kind of molded in spoiler thing.
Nice.
But I want an 82. That's the one I'm after. But
Okay.
I got only a collector's edition though, because it has an opening hatch.
Well, it was funny because I had my 78 Trans Am and I took a 78 Corvette. I think it was the official pace car edition, the black and white one. And I took one of those for a drive. And I was like, I couldn't believe the difference between the two cars. I was not impressed with the Corvette, to be honest. It was like,
Really?
It was old and clunked, and it looked really good. But
the build quality is horrible.
the
Yeah,
build quality was just nasty on it.
And they were that way new too. I mean, you can't even blame it on age, because those cars were built in St. Louis, and that's why they built the Bowling Green plant in Kentucky. Actually, is because the quality was so bad. Those cars are basically hand built from 53 to 82, 81 actually. They're basically hand assembled. All the glass is hand laid. I mean, they're and it shows.
Yeah. It's still a fun car though. I do enjoy them. They grew on me over time.
I used to make fun of people, but you get in one and you drive it, and it changes your whole perspective on things, I think. Because, I mean, that is a bone stock, suspension-wise car. It's got it's warmed over a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I can dive into a turn in that car 70, 80 miles an hour, and it sticks. That's not even a good Corvette.
Yeah. Well, I had a 74 that I had for a little while, and I was working on it, and I enjoyed it, and I eventually sold it, and I don't remember what I bought in its place though. This problem with people like us is when you've gone through 100 cars in your lifetime, you don't remember them.
Did I hear you say something about you were going to put a sniper system on something?
I heard that.
Yeah, the Torino, I think.
You are going to put one on it.
Yeah, eventually. So you're probably going to see a 4-barrel on it first, because they do have the 2-barrel sniper, but if I'm going to do that, I only want the 4-barrel for the better fuel distribution. So you'll probably see me throw a 4-barrel on it, an aluminum intake and a 4-barrel, and then down the road, I'll beg and try to get some fuel injection on it, just because I want to try it.
Does Holly even make an intake for that motor?
Yeah,
they do.
Yep, they have a Wyand intake. Yep.
Yeah, the Wyand.
Oh, Wyand. Yeah, I know. I forgot all about them. Yeah. So Ranchero's got the Edelbrock 400 intake on it. It's like real flat.
Yeah, they're basically the same thing. Yeah. I think they're kind of a copy of the factory 4-barrel intake, like a Cleveland intake, kind of. But
mine has. I found out something different. The 76 and the 72. What year car did I get that out of? I think it was a 72 Torino. And there's no water jackets through the intake.
Huh. I didn't know that.
But my 351 modified that came out of the car, which same damn thing, it actually has them.
Really?
If I remember right, I was looking at that, and whenever I took that off there, I went, okay. It had the holes for it in the intake, but then I looked down on the heads, and I was like, well, there's no water jackets on the heads going to the intake. It just kind of I guess it just circulates through the heads.
Well, mine's got a thermostat housing on the intake, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah,
it must have one. But I do have a new third member coming for it now. So it's going to have a Eaton True Track and an off-brand Eaton True Track and some 325s for it. Kind of pep it up just a little bit.
Nice.
I need to find one for that Ranchero. I'm tired of one wheel peel. It's no fun.
Well, we're gonna put a 9-inch in that '67 Mustang with that we built the 306 for, and we got a Holly sniper on that, and it's good. The sniper's good, but you got to tweak on it for sure. Like,
Really?
oh yeah.
Great.
And then you got to make sure that you don't have any inductive current going to any of the wires in the sniper. That'll mess you up. And the most important thing is to make sure you've got a very consistent power source to its main power. And that'll eliminate a lot of the problems these people have when they put these things on.
Huh.
But
Yeah,
I do like it. It's easily tuned. And Holly did a great job on the software. You can go in and play with the tables and everything pretty easily.
Yeah, the Torino's just so good.
I like the Torino. That's a cool car, man.
Oh, it's so good.
Oops. Oh, I said something good about Ford. Sorry.
I didn't even get a look at that car very much when I was over there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you really missed out on that one. That one is, you gotta get the seat feel. That it's.
I even like the Roadster though. I mean, and the red paint on it, you know. That car looks good from I bet 20 feet.
It actually doesn't look bad from about 5 feet, but
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. The Torino's good, but it was starting to give me some trouble driving it to work a couple days ago.
Oh,
And that's where it kind of popped into my head. It's carb trouble, you know, and it has this little. It has a Holly Economaster on it. It's like a 270 CFM 2-barrel. The Venturis in it look like a wagon wheel or an orange cut, you know, crosswise.
oh, wow.
I tell you, the thing works, no doubt about it. That car gets every bit of 18 miles to the gallon consistently, and it's got great low end power. But it's just, I don't know, it's such an oddball carb. And now that it's starting to get hotter, I think it's running really lean, and it's, I don't know, maybe more detonation prone or something. I'm not sure, but
well, you will get better economy out of the 4-barrel anyways because it's smaller primaries, right?
right.
So
Well, my plan is while I'm running a 4-barrel on it, I'm going to put a 450 on it, a little quick feel 450, and try to get the vacuum signal figured out on that because I think I'm going to have trouble with that, but because it'll be a vacuum secondary, so I may have to play with that. But I want to put the 450 on it. My whole goal here is fuel economy, right? So that's otherwise I'd put a 600 on it or something, but try to keep it as little as possible. His car, it has no power, so who cares, you know?
well, that's the beauty about the spread bores. You get the small primaries, and if you want to have some fun, you get the big secondaries.
Yeah. Yep, and then once that motor chunks, it's getting a 460 and all that goes out the window, which is why I want the 4-barrel sniper, because then I can use it in the future if I have to.
Just go plink, ready to go.
Well, that's the beauty of that system, because when we had the 289, we had the 289 in the Mustang originally with a sniper on it, and just fired up and drove. And then as soon as we built the 306 for it, just put the new parameters in, tweaked a few things, and it's good to go again.
Right.
It fires right up, right?
Yeah, exactly. And if I put that 460 in, I mean, I'll probably put a cam in it, and nothing crazy, but it's going to be more demanding than a 600 is going to be able to provide, right? So that's that. With sniper, your options are pretty much endless on the street. So, but they don't make a drop-in fuel pump for that thing, so I guess I'm stuck running the inline. Are you running an inline, or you got an in tank?
No, it's in tank in the Mustang. They make a whole drop-in
Yeah.
tank for that.
That would be ideal because, you know, then you got the fuel cooling the pump and they last. And I worry about the inline, you know, killing itself. I mean, you can set them up. I know they, you know, put them by the tank and they push and stuff, but either way, I mean, there's a reason OEMs put them in the tank, right? So,
Yep. Well, I mean, the wall burls are pretty good, but I mean, you have to get the real wall burl, right? Don't get the knockoffs because they make a lot of noise and they die. So yeah, that's one area that is good to spend a little bit of money on is get a good fuel pump.
You think I mean, I'm guessing the kit probably comes with like a Holly Blue or something like that, or I don't know.
No, you don't. They might sell a kit with the fuel pump, but when we did it, we didn't get a fuel pump. We just got the sniper unit and bought the tank and pump separate. Because it was it was a design tank that's fully baffled and everything that drops right into the Mustang. Because Mustangs, as you know, they just unbolt the tank, pull it out of the trunk, throw it. So it's very simple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of where I'm at with everything. I'd love to try a fuel injection system. I've actually thought about doing it on this Javelin, but nobody makes a freaking EFI pump system for that Javelin.
I have a solution for you, possibly. We'll talk later.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
It's called a fuel cell.
Well, then where am I going to put all the luggage?
It's about the fuel cell under the trunk.
Yeah.
It'd be all right. Probably.
Edelbrock actually does make a full system for AMC, except the tank. It's just the EFI system for the engine. It's like $2,900, but they make one.
Well, if you guys get creative, all you have to do is pull this sending unit plate out, maybe solder in a new wider brass line, and then you can drop an in pump, you can put an in pump tank on the end of that if you modify your existing pickups, right?
My pickup is on the bottom, so
But
I think
the baffling's the problem. Oh, your pickup's on the bottom. Yeah, that's
kind of screwed with that.
Huh. But think about it. I wonder if I think that Ranchero, does the Torino, does it come from the license plate, or is it from the side?
License plate.
Oh yeah, it is different then.
Yeah, your Ranchero's in the quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't make much for that thing either. The only thing I got out there is that damn Buick and my Cutlass. Well, I guess my Malibu too. They do make a lot of stuff for it. It's just an A-body. But yeah, I had somebody arguing with me. I need to get into that damn Buick. I'm tired of seeing Jeep stuff and all that. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, I liked how you handled the comment. I think you handled it well.
Yeah. But it is what it is. I can't do it.
Is this comment still out there, or we just have to guess?
No, it's still out there. It's if you go find his carburetor picture, it's on that.
Yeah, I had all kinds of messages. Can you believe? You know what? People are going to think what they're going to think. There ain't much I can do about it. Time is time, and I don't have a lot of it anymore right now.
Well, I think that's the case with most of us, honestly. Is like between balancing jobs and families and everything else, the YouTube, you do your best at it, but it's not your primary.
I honestly don't know how he does it. I don't know how Dalton's doing it.
I have no idea how Dalton does what he does.
I can't keep up.
I sleep very little.
See, if I do that, I keel over dead.
I am fortunate enough that, at work I might be able to catch a nap, so.
Yeah, I can't do that. See,
I sleep very little too, but it's for different reasons, Dalton. I'm old. I get up in the middle of the night too many times.
Yeah, no, man, my brother just sent me some parts for that Grand Prix, the 76, and it's that 50th anniversary or whatever. And he just sent me the emblems. There's a pair of emblems used on eBay going for $800. The ones that
Wow.
they say 50th anniversary on them. That's it. Crazy. He said it has special taillight lenses too, and those were $500 for the taillight lenses.
Replace those T-tops.
Oh, well, I got that locked down actually. Our buddy Tony,
nice.
local buddy Tony, has a pair, so
right on. That's good.
Got lucky on that one.
So I was looking at a 70s style grill for the van. Holy cow. Bent up ones that are all crappy. They're like $350, $400 for a crappy one.
So like the one that's in mine, right? And mine has that brush guard that saved the damn grill. I got really fortunate there. But what you could do, I don't know if they surely still sell it. But you guys remember those fake billet grill kits you used to be able to buy? You know, they came with like just the 4 foot long pieces of,
that's what I was
magnesium.
Thinking. Right. That's what I wanted to do.
You just take your grill and screw in some tabs to hold that on there and put that fake billet garbage on there and then put like a naked lady in the middle of it for an emblem. And there you go. You're done.
And make sure you put the mesh covers over your headlights too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wire mesh.
Yeah. And I want to just pull those, low profile quad lights out and put just some rounds, in the back. And that way, at least it has that round eye look.
What is it? Oh, in the front, you mean? Because it has the square headlights in the front.
Yeah, the little rectangle ones.
It's got I don't know. I don't know if I would do that, though, because in the late 70s, it was cool to put rectangle headlights in your car, right? Because they were new. So you might be able to play that off as I would change the bright bulb to an amber bulb and then try to dress that grill up, and just give it the Sato custom, kind of look to it without, really diving into it.
And you got to put the mud flaps with the chrome lady on them too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I have
just got to have metal to hook those two.
Yeah.
Mine's going to have hauling ass on the grill. like what's it called? Kurt Russell movie, drives a truck.
Over the top.
Big Trouble Little China.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
I was thinking of Stallone. You're right. Yeah.
Oh, that was Over the Top. You were thinking.
Yeah, Stallone.
Yeah, it's probably bad that I know all this.
Yeah.
Remember this stuff.
Oh, I actually.
I mean, I've never seen it. I'm not old
2
enough.
Weeks ago, so. Like kids nowadays, they'll watch a movie like that and they're like, "What? This is stupid."
That's why Jay was really late for his own show. He was actually at the bar winning the, competition.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Oh, Tango and Cash. That was a great movie.
Oh, God.
I loved it. Well, I made my kids sit down and watch Goonies and Adventures in Babysitting and a few of those older ones.
Don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead.
Yeah. Look who Jay found. Should we watch Weekend at Bernie's one of these days too?
Left the door open. Cat was trying to get out. That'd be the end of my life.
Oh,
you got to let it into the shower so it gets its own.
Actually, that one stays pretty clean. We don't even need an alarm clock around here. He's that kind of cat.
Oh,
he's up on you, like licking you and patting. Hey, feed me.
Yeah. My litter box is dirty. Come clean it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I can't. I was watching that. I don't know if you've watched that video of the goat yet.
I did.
I saw it.
The part that I laugh the hardest at, and I don't usually laugh at my own videos, but the self-tapper comment. I can't believe that happened. I'd never laughed so hard at a video. I was like, yep, that's definitely the part that everybody's gonna grab.
I'm gonna have to watch for that then. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, so.
Yeah.
You cut
That's
out
pretty
the
amazing.
part I thought was funny.
Well, I asked first. Not fair. I would have left it in there because you hear me say it right after. What part of this do you think I give a shit? What this person would think, and then yeah, it's a long story, but part of it's in there and part of it ain't. But the whole
Right.
scene is hilarious.
See, that's something you guys could put on your members only is some of the blooper reels and stuff, maybe.
Well,
every moment's a blooper.
Yeah. What I'm saying, the
I
stuff
got-
that
I got
You cut
video of somebody asked it while you guys are going about JD getting the stereo in the car.
Oh yeah.
He did. I got all the footage.
Oh cool.
It's going to be separate, but I was going to kind of make something funny out of it, but not put it out. It'd just be something that would be hilarious amongst, those that see it.
Yeah.
Like a bad lip reading. But it's like I told Dalton it would be like Parents of the Year. But yeah, they got it in there. But yeah,
Well, I gotta hit it, guys. I'll see
Yeah.
y'all later.
All right, man.
Hey Dalton.
Good seeing you.
Bye.
Good night.
Yeah, the video, even that video of the Le Mans is that the whole thing is just funny, and both of them are only like 30 minutes long. So in a matter of 1 hour worth of video, you get nothing but three idiots banter, and it's all coming out at the same time. So
I feel like in both videos, I really received a lot of the banter.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've not been feeling well, so I've been binging the YouTube a bit. But I've been saving your guys' video. I want kind of like the cherry on top.
Yeah, because you gotta set the mood, light some candles, crack you open one, and then now hit play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you can, you got to watch mine first,
You gotta watch Jay's
and
first.
then watch Dalton's, because
Okay.
they all happen within a 8, 9,
10, 12 hours. Yeah,
12
whatever.
hours, and then part of it's Dalton's on his own, and you'll find out why. But it's yeah, I couldn't be happier with the way that both videos turned out and how they turned into each other.
I'm looking forward to watching all that. I'll tell you that right now. And I've been kind of
How'd that
just
go? It's
waiting
better
till-
to burn with the hands than burn when you pee. I've watched that one part like 10 times, and it's laughed
That
every
is the
time.
funniest part of that video.
And
because-
what's crazy is I was there and I remember it, but it's so much funnier now than it was then.
better to burn the hands than to burn
Yes.
and you hear what in the back.
Yeah.
Dalton's in the back room. I said, what did I say? Amish 36.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I'm telling you, if you haven't watched this video, you gotta go watch this video.
I've never laughed at one of my own videos. And
That one was great.
both of them
Exactly.
there's a whole lot of beer involved, but you don't see any. So
Speaking of, I don't know if you caught it earlier, but apparently you and I have to go to Dalton's School of Videography and Editing,
oh yeah,
because apparently we suck at videoing and editing.
of course we do.
Right? He said most of the footage was like,
shaky cam.
and it's like, it's not the camera, it's the hands. They shake all the time.
No, it's just got a Blair Witch
Damn it.
feel for
Listen,
to it. That's
Hurry
all.
up with that bolt, young whippersnapper.
Well, I've
Yeah.
got that slightly expensive new, what is that thing? It holds the camera. That should help.
The gimbal.
There you go. That's it.
Well, see, I normally don't sit there, and hold the camera. It's on a stand or I real quick.
Right.
And
But with you guys, the action was happening. And so it's
Yeah.
like you just grab the camera, hit the button, and you start shooting. And then the next thing you know, okay, now we can put it away. Oh, wait, they're doing it again. And you pick it up.
You're bringing back flashbacks of the Volvo build for me. That's kind of how that went down. Yeah, we were all busy building and forgot to record. But I will give you a warning about the gimbal. Is I have one and they're pretty good, but they'll shut off at random, and then it just goes clunk, and your phone drops or whatever, your camera drops or whatever. So hopefully you've got a good one, and it'll give you a warning before it does that. Because the gimbal I have, it'll say it's fully charged, but it just won't support the camera anymore, and it'll just fall over.
My biggest problem with the big camera, they're great cameras, but my phone and my GoPros have a hell of a lot better stabilization in them than that camera, and that camera's over $1,000.
That was what I was shocked at. And when I mentioned it to Dalton, he's like, well, are you sure you got the stabilization on? I'm like, yeah. So I double checked and I do. And so then I just realized I just am really shaky.
Yeah, I got, I don't know. I watched some of the video like that I had, that you had the camera or Dalton had it. It's kind of a thing where, you're moving, so it looks like it's their perspective.
Right.
And to sit there and try to get the thing is there was so much going on and so much awesome banter that I was always afraid to shut the camera off, whether I was holding his or mine. So you're sitting there, you're waiting for that moment. And thank God we did that, or you would have missed all of it. You would not get on any of this. And I'm not kidding when I say this is hysterical.
It is.
And it takes forever to go through. I was up till 2 a.m. going through this crap.
And you don't want to miss it when you're editing, because it's that one little cherry there that you're just like, you got all this good stuff. You got all this good stuff. And then you're like, wow, how did I cut that out? So you really have to sit and watch it all.
And I watched it 4 times.
Yeah.
And still missed 3 things that I didn't. There was a dead spot. There's a dead spot that I don't know how I did that. My computer's been messing up. Probably the reason it tried to update.
Right.
But it missed that. And then there's a couple cuss words. Even though they're not bad, they're not going to get me demonetized.
Right.
It's still better with the beep.
Right. It's always better with the beep.
So,
yeah.
And all of us have, well, no, actually, I never had to beep anything from you. But Dalton really gets going. And then in the video, you got to watch the video. He beeped a 5-second section of me talking.
You go, if it were my dad saying it, and then it's just a beep for 5 seconds.
My dad used to say beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I gotta edit.
And I will say,
seconds
it was funny when you said it. It was funnier when he beeped it.
And the beeps are funnier. And I was just being myself. I sounded like my dad. That's what I was trying to sound like.
So
Thanks, Fox.
I'm having carb complaint flashbacks here. Then that was still pretty funny when you guys did that video of the carb.
Oh, and we're calling each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still one of my favorite videos.
Yeah.
And I showed it to somebody the other day. Somebody was talking about, well, they were trying to ask me what I do on YouTube. And I'm trying to explain it to them. And so I'm showing them that video of he and I talking back and forth on the phone. And of course, they're like, well, that was really cool, what you did, but he's hilarious. I'm like, I know.
That's probably the reason I haven't been
back
from Holly.
You got to have the straight guy and you got to have the comedy guy.
Yeah.
It was done the way you put it out, though. I said, this is what I want. I want you to send me this.
Yeah.
Straight face, like nothing affects you at all.
Right.
And he did it. It was perfect. He had no idea
I could take
what I was going to say.
Right.
And now that I'm better at the editing part of it, I could probably have even made that a little bit better.
We can do it again, maybe a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have a perfect opportunity when you try to fuel inject something.
Or turbo something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victor,
No,
tomorrow is technically my actual birthday, but since Mike Cotton said it today, we'll say it's today.
Yeah, that just changed your birthday forever.
Yeah, we'll just change it forever.
Whenever Mike Cotton says it is.
Whatever Mike Cotton says. I can't believe that. Like, how does that happen? What algorithm did I get on that Mike Cotton came onto my live?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I seen that pop up. I'm in a driving simulator.
Because I'm thinking this has got to be fake. Nope, that's his real.
Holy shit,
real
that is Mike.
That's Mike Cotton.
Well, no, I'm not that surprised. I mean, Irish, you have mentioned how good of a guy Mike is. And
he always responds if you send him a message.
Buff, you had Finnegan on the show.
True.
So he knows who you are. Likely, they've probably talked about you. But that's very cool that he got on and did that. That's
one of the funny things that a bigger YouTuber that we might have recently talked to in the last 10 minutes had told me. He said, these bigger names know who you are. They make fun of you, but they know who you are. And I'm like, hey, they know who I am. That's good enough.
Oh, yeah. It happens. I got a message the other day from somebody. And let's just say I didn't put what we were talking about Dalton earlier. It's part of the reason I asked him if he wanted in there or not.
Right.
It wasn't a bad message, by the way. It was just one of them things that I don't really want to do that. That's it feels almost like it's again. It just feels kind of petty to me to get into shit like that. I'm not that guy.
Right.
No matter what's going on over here, these people haven't done anything to me. If you got a people, then you deal with your shit. But I know that he don't have it's not like that.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm just not going to put that on there.
Well, so far Dalton hasn't done anything with it.
No.
So, and he might slip one day, but I mean, you can always edit it out. So,
and he probably sits there with the old clicker going,
should I?
No, I gotta delete it.
Yes, no, yes.
Hell,
no.
I do that.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I'll get away with some shit.
Because this might be the one thing that catapults me, or it might be the one thing that completely tanks it. So you just
the message I got was over the J10.
Yeah.
I seen you had that J10, and he's got one coming on one of his shows, and I said, yeah, I seen it in the background. And he says, yeah, I watched that video. That's a pretty good video. 1.5 miles, huh?
Uh-huh.
And I said, give or take a few feet.
Right.
I think he understood that was kind of it was like a subtle knockoff,
Yeah, exactly.
The whole time, there's people's comments were in there too. You're just trying to be blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
I might be trying to make
a little 4,500 subscriber page, and he noticed. So
you know what?
That's my point. They're watching. They may not always, do anything with it, but they're watching.
Yeah,
it was a tongue in cheek. It was exactly, and I took it exactly that. And anyone that has half a mind will take it as exactly that. It's a tongue in cheek and a nod. That's all it was. It wasn't making fun. Well, it's kind of making fun, but it's not really saying this is stupid what this person does. It's just like, hey, it works. It's great. It's great. And as for some of these people, we're all crazy. I put a brand new engine together in a 67 Mustang and proceeded to drive it 4,000 miles without breaking it in.
Yeah. I think it any way you look at it, it really is a thing where you're either all in it together or you got outboard people out there that and there are some of them out there.
Yeah, there is, but I mean, you just don't give them the time of day then.
I don't.
Yeah, and that's exactly. I know you don't. And that's the beauty of it. You just you don't have the energy or the time or the energy for those people. It's just like, yeah, okay, you did it. That
I
was
spent
not cool, but I'm not going to
I
waste
spent
my time and energy on you.
See you later, NSB. Thanks for coming.
And thanks for saying happy birthday. I appreciate it.
I
I wanted to mention, Victor, have you seen how much mail Finnegan gets?
It's a
Like,
lot.
he's still unwrapping Christmas,
Yeah.
and it's May, and he's legit doing the videos like in real time, like this when he does his opening video. Because I know when I sent him something, and I probably won't see him open that until next Christmas. And when Dalton had his Father, Son, and the Holy Goat sweatshirt he sent to Finnegan, that was months before he ever opened it. So the mail place must just hate him.
Well,
but funny story, I go into USPS because I've been traveling a lot, and I have a post office box, and I've been traveling for months. The last 2 months, I've just been everywhere. And so the post office box, I haven't really spent the time to go in and check it on a regular. And if I do, I've always got that slip in there, and I know that it's in there, but you have to take it up to get your package, right? And I finally get in there. They happen to be open for 15 more minutes. I take my little slip up there, and they go, "Oh, you're finally here. We've wanted to know what this is. It's been sitting here for, almost 2 months."
oh
And
shit.
so I said, "Do you got a knife?" And we opened it up right there, and it was some pretty awesome stuff that subscribers sent to me. But
Right
we
on.
just opened it right there in the USPS office. Like, let's just look at it now.
That's awesome.
I was going to say that as far as dealing with people, I spent most of my life since I was probably 13 playing in clubs. I've literally been playing drums in clubs since I was 13, and I just turned 48. I've never stopped. No more than maybe a month in between. One time I think I had a 4-month where I didn't play, but I think I just got sick of everything and I stopped playing. And we're talking, I wasn't just playing the clubs up here. I'd go down to Nashville. I went to, I actually played in Kansas City with a couple of members of Slipknot. I got called up. This band needed a drummer, and all the way down the line, they got to me, and I hopped that black Trans Am I had. I loaded a little bit of drums that I could get in there, and I hauled ass to Kansas City in that car, and I played.
Nice.
I literally had people my entire life standing outside the stage or watching me from the stage like this. Not moving. Don't move to the music. Nothing. They're watching me. And then they do this, and the first thing I always did to them is, if I see them in the crowd, not to be a dick, I'd walk right up. "Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming out to show." And then, they start going like this. And one of them, the ones that were pricks, would say something like, "You don't play this the right freaking format," and all their bullshit. And I'm just like, well, hold on a minute. I run to the drum kit, I grab the sticks, and I walk up to them. "Here, show me what I'm doing wrong." And my God, the people will be like, "Well, you get you got people that know everything about the instrument, but do not know how to play it for shit."
Yeah.
That happens in this too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know everything. I wouldn't even try to say I know everything, but everybody always knows better than you. Now there's the guy that's going to walk up and say, "Hey, I tried this and it worked for me. Maybe try this. This is something my dad taught me." And then there's, "You're totally freaking wrong. We've dealt with them, Buff. We know who we're talking about. You're totally wrong. I know
you don't know what you're doing. You know,
you're doing it that way.
Got the fastest car in the world. It does Mach 12.
That's the same guy that says, "My daddy had a car that he used to drive, and he put $100 bill on the dash."
Oh yeah, jump a Coke can in a parking lot.
Yeah.
I actually did that once, but it wasn't $100 bill. I didn't have that much damn money. It was
Got
a
that
20.
3/4 race cam.
Yeah, it was a 20, and I taped it to the dash. My buddy Jason, he's a little bitty guy. He's like 5'5", 5'6", and he's in that Fox body. By the time I got the second gear, he leaned forward, and he would have got it right. But I seen him going for it, so I shifted real hard. He broke my damn seat. He flew back and broke the seat, and it was a big joke, But I'm sitting there in my goddamn seat, and this is before Fox bodies were everywhere. I was like, broke my seat. How am I supposed to? And he's laying down the rest of the day. He's like, well, that's what you get. But he didn't get the 20.
Yeah.
But
just did $100 worth of damage to the seat, but you didn't get
Right.
that 20.
You didn't get the 20.
Yeah, right on.
Sometimes it's worth it to prove the point, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I know a friend of mine, he's working on a buddy's Mustang right now, and I guess the guy was doing 160 miles an hour. And this was a N95 Mustang with 4.6 in it. And he's doing about 160 kilometers, sorry, not miles. So about 100 miles an hour.
Wait, how many was the kilometers? So many chickens or something?
Yeah, something like that. But
Yeah.
he went to grab the next gear, except he downshifted.
I ain't saying shit. I've done it.
Hold on. Let me rearrange my transmission into the
Nope.
street.
It actually blew the
Yeah.
engine up, is what it did.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
transmission took it. The engine blew. Yeah, grenaded the engine really good.
It's like, hello, crankshaft.
Yeah,
Crack.
apparently it didn't like the 12,000 RPM or something. I don't know.
Yep. When I met Mike Finnegan for the first time, he had just blown up Blasphemy because they had that linkage wrong in the shifter.
Oh yeah.
And so he thought he was going to second, but he was going to first
Ooh.
in a full pass. And it just,
Well, I almost did it in my 99 Trans Am. I was on the highway and I went to gear down. I think I went to grab sixth and I went into fourth or something like that. And I was hauling. And I just started letting the clutch out and I watched the RPM start to peg. I'm like, whoa, put the clutch back in as quick as I could. And I caught it just before it like really over rev. So yeah, that's the one.
it's so pretty.
He sent you another one there that we started working on too.
Yeah. And I got those two.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah. You sent me a third one. Oh. Look at that one, guys.
Oh.
I saw one of those the other day.
That would be the Parisienne.
The Parisienne. It would look good completely on the ground. That's just my opinion.
Maybe someday. That's really up to Logan. See, the story behind that car,
Is that a 68?
that's a 67.
Oh, I was going to say 67. I talked myself out of it.
68, they went to the side-by-side headlights.
Dang it. I honestly thought it was 67. And I said, no, I'm going to be safe and say 68. No, dang it.
So the story behind that car is my grandfather owned that car.
Oh,
And then he sold it to my dad for $1. And then my dad sold it to me for $1. And then I sold it to my son for $1.
wow.
So now we're going to fix the car. We'll get some plans for it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see if it's ready by September. We'll see. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe, huh?
Maybe. You never know.
I'm still trying to figure out which. I'm so worried about Power Tour. I haven't really thought about anything else because that's the main thing right now. No matter what, I got to get that car done, or we may be taking a plan B, C, D, or E. I'd rather
Well,
not.
fortunately, you have a plan. Yeah, I know you'd rather not, but fortunately, you do have a plan B, C, or E.
Yeah.
You know,
I have them. They just don't run right now.
Honestly, if I don't get this thing going, we're still going to go. I may just do it in a lap of luxury in the Jeep. Plan B, or make that plan Z, and then put all the pictures of all the cars on the back. It was just too
Well,
freaking.
and now, is this the same Jeep that you rescued and drove a mile and a half?
No,
Oh,
no,
that's too bad.
that one needs a clutch. I'm talking about the
Ecto.
huh?
Are you talking about Ecto?
No, hell no.
These Jeep,
The frame's
yeah.
crookeder than a politician.
I was gonna say he's got enough Jeeps that you have to specify which one is
I've
it?
got a Fiat Jeep,
Oh,
It's
right.
the Trailhawk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
Nice and
Oh,
comfy,
okay.
air conditioning.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm looking at buying a Fiat Jeep, Grand Cherokee 2019. Well, the channel's looking at working on one
There you go.
with the SRT package in it.
Wow. Yeah, this
So-
one's it's a 2015 Jeep Trailhawk Cherokee. It's that smaller, compact. It's a
Yeah.
badass little vehicle. I gotta hand it to him on that
Nice
thing.
little vehicles, yeah.
It's just
Decent
an
economy out of it.
huh?
You get
What?
decent fuel economy out of it, right?
20,
Decent, I said.
20 probably. It's just all the crap it has in it. Like, how did they, think of all this crap? But I don't even change the oil on that sumbitch. I'm like, just take it to the Dodge dealer up here. It's going to cost us $60, $70, but we're just going to do it up there. Because I open the hood and I go, yep, nope, click. It's got that Tiger Shark V6 in it or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It'll haul ass. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Artemis, when Power Tour gets back over here, yes.
Yeah,
Artemis
shift
will
it
go
more
higher.
towards the Midwest.
Yeah, I'm not driving a 70,000-pound vehicle up them mountains. It's, that would cost me probably $3,000 in fuel to drive that thing around.
Plus, it doesn't have AC.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, do you have it working?
I just got to put it on.
Oh,
It's all there. I
oh,
just got to put it on and fill it.
yeah. I just had to do that on the van, and it was all still R12, never been changed.
Oh, yeah, that's just make sure you change the damn dryer if you're going to do that.
Oh yeah,
That's the problem I'm having with the Javelin right now is the air pump, everything works, but the dryer's clogged.
Mm.
And they don't make a replacement. And I've called everywhere about rebuilding it. Nobody will rebuild it. So the other option I have is to put another set of lines on it to the old lines, run it through the universal dryer.
Right.
But then what the hell? So I get the guys, we got a shop up here in town that's real good with, everything it has to do with radiators and your HVAC and all that stuff. And as soon as I get it running right, I'm going to run it up there real quick and have them go through it and see if they can't get it. I may just have them change the damn heater core in it too, because I don't want to touch it. The freaking heater core for that car is $200 because it's, guess what? 1 year specific.
1 year, one model, into the week.
Well, it's
the curse of Jay.
1 year, all AMCs. 1 year, 1974. That's the same with the evaporator and the dryer. It's all 1 year. That's why you can't find them.
Hey, so someone mentioned this the other day to me, having a one-on-one conversation. They said, how great would it be? And honestly, they mentioned Jay, you and I and Dalton, but really, Brent could be there. We could have a panel. They said, I would go somewhere and pay a small fee to watch you guys sit and talk. And I'm like, is this like the Blue Collar Comedy Tour? Is that what we're talking? Like literally sit around and talk? They're like, yeah, I would love to go meet you guys in person. I'm like, well, just show up to any of our events,
Well,
go to No Name Nationals.
But somebody actually mentioned that at least the three of us, that dynamic, they said that'd be something they would just love to sit and watch. And I went, it's going to be a train wreck,
Watch
but
three guys insult each other for 4 hours.
basically, yeah. I'm like, have you watched the lives? Oh yeah, I've just go in person. I'd like to go in person to meet you guys. And so I look at what Victor wrote, and he said, where'd it go?
Right here.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. Love to meet you guys face to face. And that's what made me think of it, was somebody legitimately said, you know, it was cool meeting me, but they would love to meet all of us. And I went, well, several of us will be at No Name Nationals. And I said, there's other events we're going to try to get to. Like, you're going Power Tour. I'm like Dalton, if I had the days off, I'm definitely not bringing my own vehicle. I would jump in with somebody if I had my days off, but I don't.
Well, I'm working on that. I'm working on trying to get myself a little more freedom from work every now and then, and getting down to more of the events and stuff. But right now, I got to be kind of choosy, because if I take my car to any event, it's a 2-week trip basically, right?
Right.
Because most
Well,
of
and
it's
that's the thing, is like stuff like Power Tour. I work 2 days a week. There's no way, even if I asked off those 2 days, like if I ask off those 2 days, then I'm losing out somewhere else, right? So I could do like a Saturday event, or a Saturday Sunday event, or maybe even a Friday Saturday Sunday event. But at some point, I have to show up and do my 2 days.
Yeah.
It's not a lot, but it is what it is.
Well, I planned mine early this year, so I took 2 weeks off. So I got a little over 2 weeks to plan everything out, drive everything down there, come back. So I'm looking forward to it.
Power Tour is going to hurt this year, thanks to somebody to the Far East. It's really going to hurt. But that's all Zeppy talks about in school, is he's only got like 8 days left of school, probably 7 days left. And everything he writes about is, we're going on Power Tour. We're going on Power Tour.
All right on. That's good that he's that excited about it. That's so awesome.
He can't wait to go. Plus, there's possibilities that the car will be in the midway. So, and if that happens, that'd be awesome. It won't be because I'm, connected to anything. It's a couple of people have said, well, if we're there, we're going to drag you in there.
Awesome.
So that's cool.
I think he's thinking of someone even farther east.
Well, yeah, and there's a couple other ones too. But yeah, I hope so. The only thing the plan was this year is, last year we got what's called the Platinum Package. First year, we just bought it all straight through. The Power Tour set up, had everything set up for us. All we had to do was get from hotel to hotel and go in and get our things stamped. And, we had air conditioning and bathrooms and, food and drinks, which there wasn't a lot of food and drink. But we got to go to, with all the suits from Motor Trend and Hot Rod. And
nice.
I was in my redneck get up with my worn out, burn up kids from being in the heat, and Amber, and we went to the Presley Museum with all the suits. Me running around at the Presley Museum, and they had these little battery things. I use them all the time, to charge your phone. These things. They had a whole table full of them. They're set up by Toyota. Toyota had them on there.
Oh, cool.
A whole goddamn table full of them. So Amber walks up and she goes, "Oh, those free? Oh, yeah, take as many as you like." Like complete trailer trash walking out of this place. These damn things are like $100 a piece.
Yeah.
And they complete charge, and they'll take 2 phones at once.
Nice.
And I can
cool.
completely charge my phone. If it's dead, one of these will charge it in about 15 minutes. I mean, they're badass. We gave some to her mom, but we got, we look retarded going in there and just grabbing shit.
Jay, get my purse now.
Now taking pictures of all the Presley cars, and taking a bunch of these and going up and asking some maitre d' for a freaking 7-Up for my kid. And, you know, everybody's drinking these fancy things. And I'm like, man, I just want a Budweiser and a 7-Up. This lady's looking at us like, well, we only have 7-Up to mix in the drinks. You know, there's literally 3, maybe 5 kids, 2 of mine, and another guy from Arizona had his son with him, but he was a little older. And we're walking around this place in our shorts and freaking cut off shirts. Matter of fact, I had this shirt on. And yeah, we walking around. And this year we're doing it different. This year I got all the hotels myself.
Yeah.
We're staying close, but there was none in Rockingham that were available unless it was like $500 a night. Well, that's all my fuel. So I'm like, we'll just go up this way. So what I did is I pulled out a map on my computer and I said, okay, we're going here, we're going here. It's low mileage, but it's all this shit, you know, up through the mountains. And it's mostly South Carolina, North Carolina, and then you finally end up in Bristol after Atlanta. Atlanta, South Carolina, 2 in North Carolina, and then Bristol. And I just kind of thought, okay, I think this is the way they're going to have us take. So I'd go up out of Rockingham and we go north and then straight over. So I picked one right there. I thought, okay. And plus I'm what the hell is it called? I'm a member of a Choice Hotels. So I just plugged in what I wanted and it laid it out for me. And it actually come around cheaper than to do the platinum because you didn't have all the extra crap. The only thing you really got was platinum. You get your own little parking area. You get to be first through to get your credentials and stuff. But this year they're smart. For some reason they didn't do this last year. You can get your credentials on Sunday now. Because in Memphis last year, people would get there at 8 o'clock in the morning on that Monday. They were still in line at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to get their credentials. And they were burning up because it was like 115 in the shade. And you literally had to sit there. And then Nashville, it was so bad you couldn't even. We didn't make it there in time. We went busting up in there. I ran into what's his name, Austin, while he was trying to leave, and I got it on video. I went right up into the midway in that Javelin like I owned the joint. Like I'm not doing this. Isn't going to be a cannonball run, mad dash to the end. I'm driving right up in there. So I finally get in there and I go up, and Austin's like, "You just think you own the place or what?" There wasn't nobody in the way. I just pulled in. And then I left my GoPro on, so it's like a hidden camera. People are coming up and looking at the Javelin like I don't even know. You just see
nice.
Yeah. Yep. But well, you know what? I got to get to bed. I gotta unload in the early morning and then make a round trip to Chicagoland. So
yeah, no, it's all good, man. I need to do that myself.
Yeah, I'm
Get some shit
I'm
on.
done. I need to get inside and get to bed.
And Buff's got a big day tomorrow, so he should probably get to bed.
I mean, I'm here for 36 more hours, so
Oh, my
I've
Well,
been
we'll
here
be
all
releasing
day.
that video sometime tomorrow. I got to do that before I got to fix that. A couple of glitches.
Yeah, I'm probably going to stay up and finish the reboot of the Brian Van Tana because the ending of that video is meeting up with you guys. That's where
really?
that video was supposed to end.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And then you're
But then, but then Dalton says, do it this way. Do your video this way. I'm like, okay, so I just scrapped it and started over. So that's why it's not out yet.
Okay, cool.
When somebody tells you,
other than the little dead spot.
And that's just it. When you got somebody looking at your stuff, and it's like, that's a good video. I don't know why you don't have views. Or this is why you don't have views. Fix your video. You listen to them.
Yeah, I cut that video. I when you see it, it's only 34 minutes, 33 minutes. I cut out 2 hours.
All I can say is whoever filmed the burnout. That was excellent.
I wish I'd have said something smart ass like when we backed up there. Hurry up, get in here, god damn it.
Because that's exactly what it felt like. But we needed the line.
I was reaching out the door while he's backing up.
It felt like we got to get the hell out of here because there were people right there in the snooty part of town, and we got to go.
He must do that all the time there.
Have you seen all the black marks?
Flying through this freaking cul-de-sac of $1 million homes, and these people are out waving, mowing their lawn, shooting basketball. Nobody said a word. I'm like, if I did this, I'd be in prison. You know, where I live, they'd jail my ass in a heartbeat. I got the wrong name, you know. But yeah, anyway, I got to do that little edit, and then I got to get my ass to bed. I literally ran in the door, and that's the way it's been lately.
Yep, I get it.
Yep.
But
awesome.
Anyways,
thanks for letting me come on.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having me as always.
Hey, don't forget, we got a giveaway we got to do next time.
Yes, I do have a giveaway, and I'm gonna have a little game, and it's gonna be hilarious.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So if you were thinking about missing the next episode, don't miss the next episode.
Yeah, and you get to help. It's you guys are always on here with me, so I told Buff today. I said you guys are going to help me judge.
Oh, sounds good.
So I'll release it on a video. I'll say, look, this is what we're going to do, and if you want this or whatever, then. And I've already talked to the people. They wanted me to do something tonight. I was like, I ain't gonna make it home. You know, I thought maybe I was going to have you guys. I just started on my phone and have one of you guys take over till I got home. But it worked out perfect tonight. You had good guests on your show. And
yeah, where did that come from? They just pop out of nowhere.
Perfect. That's why I said just keep going.
Exactly.
But anyways, I better get to bed. I got to get this edited, get it rebooted, and get to bed. So,
and as always, thanks for everyone in the chat for joining us.
Yep. See y'all.
See you guys.
Good night.